Story time. All right, so I'm minding my own business and I'm doing my homework, and I hear some noise coming from my room from my husband. And this is the video he's watching, but I don't know because I can't see him because I'm in another room. But I'm hearing some sounds that sound like and I'm like, what are we watching in there? It sounds, I was actually thinking he was watching Band of Brothers and they have sex scenes in it, so I thought maybe that was what was on or something, but it just kept going and it didn't, and that's all you could hear. And so I was like, what is this? So this is what he was listening to. This guy's making it sound like
right. So there's
I'm hearing this sound and it just sounds familiar too, because I've heard a whole lot of love, but it sounded like he had not had all the tracks. He didn't have all the tracks on it, so it wasn't completely familiar to me, but it did sound ecstasy, like, ecstatic or whatever. And so I come down to investigate, and he's watching this, and this guy is all sorts of full of surprises. So
there's this moment that it just flies by and you don't hear it.
And now he's gonna say, I'm
Let's solo it out. What is that? Well, guess what? We can flip that around.
Playing it in reverse, guys.
Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing.
I heard her say that and I was like, well, that's weird. Like, so, but I had no idea that this was some kind of a trending thing, right? And today I was talking to my husband about topics of videos that I would like to put out there. And I was like, let's talk about trends. Like, we were talking about Skibbity Toilet and Skibbity Riz in Ohio, and maybe the Chick-fil-A sauce girl or something, And he's like, well, do the Hawk Tuah one. I was like, what is that? What's the Hawk Tuah thing? And so I went to Copilot to ask Copilot what Hawk Tuah girl was, or what Hawk Tuah was. And so it showed me that it was trying to answer, but then it would rescind its answer and say, I'm sorry, I can't answer this right now. And I'm like, why? Like, that's weird. If it's such a trend, why can't it answer this? So I go and I find out, and by watching the video, and I'm sorry that this is going to be a little bit, bringing the volume down to keep it appropriate.
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
Right? So I didn't realize it. That's why Copilot couldn't answer it, because it was referencing what drives a man wild. So I was like, oh my gosh. So as I'm investigating this, I'm learning this trend. And this video itself, you could see down here, 3.3 million views, 2 million. This went completely viral. And now the Simpsons are saying that there was a 1992 episode where somebody, even with like similar hair, a Simpson character, also does a spinning thing or whatever. So anyways, I just thought that was really interesting. And it's interesting to me, the trends that come out of the woodworks, because I never thought something like Skibbity Toilet would be such a massive thing. And I'm so surprised that this Hawk Tuah is going so viral as well. That's just, it's insane. So anyways, more trends to come. You guys take care.